Hey everyone, and welcome back to Schmindel Unlimited, the podcast for reviews, rants, and ramblings about books from our favorite way to get books, the Kindle Unlimited universe. I'm one of your hosts, Amity.
And I'm Lauren.
And I'm Steph. And this week we read, I have to say it slowly because I always mess it up, Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt, how do you say his last name?
Dinniman. But we have a special guest this week. Amity, would you like to introduce?
No, I'm kidding. So the recommendation to read Dungeon Crawler Carl as like part of our Year of the Intentional branch out was from one of my favorite people in the world, my husband Brian. He read Dungeon Crawler Carl, saw that it was on KU, and was like, "You guys need to read this for the podcast." And we were like, "Yeah, sure, we'll add it to the list." And he kept bugging us about it. But as we chose to do like the Year of the Intentional branch out, what better way to start than, we're not fantasy people. We've read Fourth Wing and liked that. We some of us liked that Plume Plume book. Some of us didn't.
When the moon hatched?
I'm never gonna remember the name of it. I just remember the moon plumes. Anyways, and so why not venture into, I would call this book like a science fiction fantasy.
The world of video games?
Yeah, like RPG-mance. So, here to discuss this book with us, to discuss Dungeon Crawler Carl with us, is Brian, my husband.
Hi, how are you guys? I'm excited to actually be, I suppose, called upon for some expertise in something. Now, I cannot offer as much into your typical book, but in this one, I've read well beyond book one, so I had to go back a little bit to figure out
What happened?
what happened
Where we
again
left off.
and where we left off in book one. But yeah, I'm excited to talk a little Dungeon Crawler Carl. It was introduced to me too from a friend here in North Carolina, and it was a kind of one of those recommendations where he's like, "Yeah, you got to read this book. I'm reading it. It's so cool." And I'm like, "I'll get to it." And again, similar to how Amity had brushed me off on it for a while. I feel like I brushed Kevin off on that same thing. It's like, yeah, I'll read it. I'll read it. But finally I did, and in reading book one, it got its hooks
Tickled your
into
fancy.
me. It's a lot of what I like though. I mean, I like science fiction, and I do like kind of medieval stuff or RPGs. I played a lot of video games.
Do you guys know what RPG means?
Nope.
Oh, oh, good, good. So we'll break some.
The entry level here.
Yeah, we'll break some news to the romance listeners of Schmindel Unlimited.
All right. Before we get too much deeper into Dungeon Crawler Carl, let's do kind of our regular intro. So we're at this new sort of phasing of the pod where we're only meeting once a month so that we have the bandwidth, quite frankly, to do this intentional branch out. So what else have you guys been consuming, reading and or watching? Brian, do you have anything else you've been reading and or watching you want to share about?
I mean, again, the biggest thing that I read recently has been the series up through book seven at this point of Dungeon Crawler Carl.
So you're
Because
caught up.
I'm caught up. Book eight, I think, is coming out either in March or May, one of the M months here.
Hopefully March
So
for
yeah,
you.
I hope it's March, but I think it's May. But yeah, so book eight is coming out. So this is like one of those series that you can kind of get into. It does have a planned end date or end book with book 10. So we'll see how well they do from, knowing other book series. Oftentimes they run over, right?
Three
The
books
amount
to
of
wrap it
planned
up.
books. So we'll see how they do, but definitely a lot of character development in this series, and that's what's kept me hooked and still reading. And right now, I'm even branching into Matt Dinniman's latest book as well. So
He writes other stuff, but this is
he
not his only
does. This is
series.
not the only thing that Matt has written.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're on
Um,
first name basis now.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been watching The Pit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we have two.
I love that show. It's so good.
I can't. I
Does it give
I've
you
heard it's
anxiety?
great. I watched part of the first episode. I'm like, I feel like I'm at work.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm at work.
Max was saying that it's the most
No, it is,
realistic.
and that's why I'm like,
Minus the fact that like everything happens in like one day, which Max is like that doesn't happen, but
it
it's
is
very
quite
realistic.
But I'm watching it like I hear the alarms. I'm feeling anxious. I don't want to feel like I'm at work when I'm at home.
Yeah, no,
I get that.
Lauren, I don't know how Amity like doesn't have that same feeling though. Like, because we watch this show often at night, right? Because as we would have time, right? And so we'll turn this on, and 10 minutes into the show, asleep. Like, and I'm like, how are you like there is blood everywhere? What is happening? Right? Like, and it gives me like, and it does look realistic to the point where I'm like, ugh, ugh.
Yeah.
I am not a doctor, and this is why.
The emergency room is just so relaxing. No, I'm kidding. Our bed is relaxing. This is the space for sleep. I didn't even want a TV in our room.
Maybe you have to change locations, is what you're telling me.
I need to watch TV on the couch if I'm going to stay awake.
Okay. Well, I am very excited because I got my husband to listen to Project Hail Mary. We did the audiobook together, and then we did Dungeon Crawler Carl together. But
Where's Dan? Dan, come on out.
I know he's at work, unfortunately. But
When did you have time to listen to?
we would listen to it in bed for like an hour and a half instead of watching TV. We would just listen to the book together, and it was so relaxing and
You
nice.
can stay awake sitting in
I
bed
know.
for an hour and a half.
Well, Amity, we're in bed at 7:30, so yes.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. But Project Hail Mary is a masterpiece. I am so excited for the movie to come out. It was amazing. Brian, have you read it?
I have not.
Go read it immediately. Honestly, do the audiobook. It was fantastic. Loved it.
Well, I mean, this book too, and I know we'll get to it, but like the audiobook portion of it, that was interesting to me. Like,
It's literally the first question.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
First thing we've
I didn't know we had.
Brian really wants to talk about
I
it.
didn't know we had questions. I'm
We also
sorry.
prepared.
Okay, I'm
You
ready.
don't get to run the show today, Brian. I'm
You're
sorry.
around educators. Of
Oh.
course, we have questions.
Okay.
Like this is what we were born to do: is
You-
ask questions.
You are now with 3 educators. Steph.
Oh, what am I reading? I just finished Rebecca Yaros's Variation,
Oh, yes.
which was so good.
Oh, I'll have to read that.
Yeah, it was so good. It is on KU. I actually did get the book version because I went to the Third Street
Oh, you
bookstore
did.
and I
Cute.
purchased it.
They have that one on KU. It has the audiobook for free as well.
Yeah, I was helping a small business, so I purchased it. So
Go, girl.
yeah, so I think I read that. I started that on Friday night and I was done by Saturday evening. I was
Dang,
just so
girl.
hooked. So that was like
Did
really
you
good.
see that she started drafting Fourth Wing book 4?
I know I'm gonna have to reread those.
I'm
before.
saving my audiobook graphic audio of the last one for
Listen.
like the month prior.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I am just going to talk to Kelda and be like, Kelda, what I miss?
No,
Recap
you're
me."
good. Yeah, Kelvin knows all.
Yeah, so
I got her hooked into the romantasy books.
Nice.
How you guys read like a book that is like that within like a day and a half, I will still always be in awe of. I don't like.
to me, it's like watching a movie though. Like I don't like just start a movie and then pause the movie. You have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, but like I get that, but movies are a 3-hour commitment usually, and like you're with this book, you're making a I
It's
don't know,
called dedication, Brian.
Mhm.
17-hour commitment. Like what's that? But maybe you guys read a lot faster than I do. That could
But
be
it's
it.
like, so when you're playing your RPG and like you'll sit down and you'll play for hours.
Yeah, but that's fun.
Yeah, so is reading a book.
So is
So is
reading.
reading.
Yeah. It depends on the book though. Like, I just got on KU Megan's new book, Megan Quinn's new book. Is that her?
On a first name
Okay.
basis with Megan. That's
Yeah.
good. Okay.
And I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's like enemies to lovers, but like enemies to like makes the female main character cry all the time.
Oh, that's just enemies to more enemies.
So it's a little, I'm like, whoa, very like sad. But anyways, I'll let you guys know in the next episode how that one ends.
Okay.
But let's get into Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm gonna be able to say
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I do have to tell you this funny story. So, TJ had a big event last night for work, and one of his workers knows that I read a lot. And so he comes up to me and he was like, "Hey, like Steph, what are you reading?" And I said, "Oh, I just finished Dungeon Carl." I think every male in the room like popped
What?
I was like,
Meerkat?
"It's so good. What did you think?" Like no females, but all males.
Well, we're gonna do an abbreviated summary because there is a lot that happens in this book and
Lots of details.
lots of details. Were they important details? I don't know, sometimes. But see, Brent, but the setting is in North America in Seattle and also the dungeon. So we start out meeting Carl, who is a Coast Guard vet and a like Marine technician. He's in his late 20s and he's there with his ex-girlfriend's cat because the girlfriend is in some Bahamian country with a new guy. But this cat is a show cat and she's called Princess Donut.
She was white, right? I'd imagined her as
I
white.
think so, yes. But
I
her
imagine
full
her very
name,
fluffy.
same.
Fluffy and white.
But her full name is Princess Donut, the Queen Anne Chonk. So if that tells you where we're going with this book. But Donut decides to jump out of a window, and while they're outside, the neighbor is screaming at them. And then all of a sudden, she's not screaming at them because all the buildings fell and her head was chopped off. Then an alien race comes over a giant intercom and explains that they didn't like meet demands and the world is being reclaimed. But first, there is a show.
An opportunity for us to fight back.
Yes, it's an 18 level world dungeon where you can reclaim your things if you make it through. But you have to go find stairs, get into the dungeon, and there is a high chance that you are not going to make it in the dungeon. So,
Or you have the option to stay on the surface of Earth, but like there's
just
nothing
figure it out.
Everything with a roof over it, from a car to a building, has like been sucked into the earth.
Yes.
And reclaimed. Yeah.
It's been reclaimed, and the stairwells are only open for an hour. So if you choose not to go, you are SOL.
Doesn't it just sound like the easiest dream setup? Like if you were going to like have a dream about something, like what a good dream world this was right off the bat.
It was pretty
Mass
great.
casualty.
So, well, let's start off with saying that Carl, was woken in the middle of the night, and it's like
It's cold.
So he is in Crocs that don't fit him, boxer shorts, and that's really about it.
I thought he had on like a jacket.
Did he have? He did. He had on a jacket. Okay,
Is it like a leather jacket or
no
something?
shoes.
It is a leather jacket. Yeah, he goes, well, and the reason that he was outside is the true protagonist of the story, right? In Princess Donut, the Queen
Yes.
Skunk, because she was outside meowing
On a tree, jumped out the window,
Yep. because
doing
he had the door
Princess
open
Donut
or
thing.
the window open, right? Smoking, I think it was, or from
Exactly.
Yep. So
So,
perfect. It
well,
makes
now
total sense.
we're down the stairs and we're on the first level, and shit happens. There are monsters everywhere.
Creatures.
Gremlins.
Goblins, not gremlins.
What are
Totally
they?
different. They were goblins. Oh yeah.
Oh, goblins. I'm so sorry, Brian.
Yeah.
I do apologize.
We got to get this world building.
I
That's
know.
it.
But he ends up beating the gremlins and opens a door trying to escape and meets his rat man called Mordecai, that is his trainer, that shows him how to use his interface and all of the fun things and explains the world to him. And Mordecai was in the dungeon as a player many moons ago.
When his planet was taken.
Yes, but the syndicate is essentially who has taken over and who is running the game show. And they had been there for many years, like planning this. So there's lots of thought that has gone into this and just absolute chaos. But 13 million people entered the dungeon, and by the time the door closes and no one's allowed to come into the dungeon, 3 million are already dead. So we only have 10 million left. And it's hilarious. The prize boxes and the rewards that they get for
Yeah.
killing things and
Just like doing different things.
Yeah.
I feel like he was getting
Experience
prize
they're gaining
boxes.
and such.
Yeah. I do love the audio, the prize boxes.
oh my gosh,
I wish I could like read like say
And you
it.
guys both did audiobook,
we
right?
did.
Mhm.
Brian, have you ever read it or only audio?
I've done both because I use the Kindle Whisper.
Lord.
I use the Kindle Whisper Sync, and by the way, that feature is like unbelievably awesome, where you can like have the audiobook going. But I believe that the audiobook adds so much to the book in and of itself. Had
I felt like I was
Yes.
in a video game, not a video game, a game show when
Yeah.
I was listening.
The
Like
voice
yeah.
actor was incredible.
Yes.
He does all the voices.
Yes, yeah, and I'll say that like once I had the audiobook, I could read the book because all the voices were then in my head, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay, that
and
makes sense.
and so that really helped. But like every time like you hear the AI, right? Which is the thing like talking about like new achievement, right? And like
Very good,
different-
That was,
Brian.
I don't think
like,
I could do it. Also,
all the different stuff. So yeah.
I feel like every time I accomplish something in my day to day, like that was like the voice in my head. I feel like I'm proud of myself.
Yeah,
Congrats, Steph.
Fish is done. New achievement.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved so at the very end of the book when he finished, he goes, "New achievement! You read a book."
Oh man.
Well, and listen, for most of your listeners, that may not be a new achievement, but if anybody's listening for me out there and you choose to listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl, that may be a new achievement for you, and you read a book or at least listened to one.
It was my
gotta
first
get-
audiobook.
Ever?
Mhm.
Oh my
I
god.
Yeah,
listened
so you're gonna
That
be
was one
uber
hell of an
spoiled.
audiobook to start
Yeah,
with.
I know. I listened to it when I was walking Bentley in the car to school on the way back. So it feels weird to go back to music. I'm like, oh, I don't like any of this music now.
You're
What
not a
happened
book
to
too.
Donut?
I know, exactly. I feel like I need Donut with me.
I read it, so I don't know what any of these voices sound like. So
But they end up, fighting a bunch of monsters, finding
And
safe
bosses.
rooms. Yes, like neighborhood bosses and killing them. They do encounter two other crawlers who are not exactly nice,
Yeah.
and try to kill them.
And kill their daughter too.
Right.
Oh,
But then
gosh.
they do finally end up meeting up with other crawlers that are nice, and they were a like a nursing home, and all the nursing people were outside because they had the fire alarm go off or something. I don't remember. So they all
you-
did the dungeon, and there's like 40 old people and then like 4 young people. So they go off and like fight people and get the old folks down another
Did
level.
I read right that like they weren't even necessarily the nursing staff? They were just like other.
Two of them
people
were
were
definitely
there?
nursing staff.
Oh, okay.
Two of them were the nursing staff, and then like the one, and they weren't even all like the old people, like Agatha, the weird lady with the shopping cart,
Mhm.
right? That was just sort of
Yeah.
Yes.
around and like doing stuff. So I don't know, like that.
It's-
But it is an interesting play. Like the whole thing talks to like a human experiment in that end, like because are all people good? No, right?
No.
Yeah.
And that's part of like what you come across here in the dungeon for whoever was around.
Yeah.
And like, are they in it for themselves, right? Or are they in it to survive? And the other part of it that I think that is important to understand is Donut is just a cat, right?
Yeah.
We have to
However-
explain how Donut became
Yeah.
her current form. So in one of the achievements, Carl got like a super pet treat thing, gives it to Donut, and she grows a bit. She's still small, but she's bigger, and she can talk.
Yeah.
And she is,
Exactly. Yeah.
and her stats are so much higher
Yeah.
than Carl's. Like she can talk to someone and convince them to do anything
Her
because
She
charisma.
has high charisma. That's right.
Yes.
and she designates Carl. They are in a group together and he is her bodyguard.
Yes. So it's the party of Princess Donut. That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
So she is the lead of the party. And
It's
again, she moves that whole story forward, really. Like
Yeah.
Carl is your point of view in the dungeon, but like Donut is actually
she's a star.
she's the star. She's playing the game too. Like she
Yeah.
understands that it's a game and a show much more before Carl does because she uses like even in that book one, she's already talking about as she's a show cat, right? Like so she knows how to play up for the audience because this whole thing is being broadcast on intergalactic television, as you hear with all their viewers as it grows and their
Viewers and their
followers.
followers and favorites and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a weird Big Brother, I think. I'm not a reality star person or TV show person, but I know that like I think it's Big Brother that has the 24 by 7 cameras.
Yeah, that's Big
Yes.
Brother. Yeah.
It also reminded me a little bit of Hunger Games
That's what it
because
reminded me of.
you can have people send them
Prizes
prizes and things.
yeah.
So
Sponsor
it was like,
boxes. Yeah, sponsor.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Big Brother, Hunger Games, Fear Factor,
all at once.
yeah.
Yeah.
Survivor.
It did remind me so much of Hunger Games.
A bit, but just super fucked up. And the monsters were insane.
Yeah.
Like the description of these monsters, it was almost so much description that I had no idea what was going on at times. I did have the audiobook on like 1.3, so that might have been my own fault.
Yeah. Or like,
Well, I think there was a llama, like a lava
That
spitting
was spitting
llama
lava. Yes.
that was
yes.
addicted to cocaine. Is that right? Or
Meth.
meth? Okay.
Meth.
So I mean, but it's very like because did they
You're-
get meth as a after they killed the llama? Like
I don't know. Most of the
Well,
time,
like
you're
they
just going,
started
what
the
the
drug
fuck's going on?
war, and then the things started killing each other instead of him or something.
yes. So I mean, very like and that there's some deep plot to that if you think about it,
I
right?
don't know that it's plot, it's just detail.
Okay, what was your favorite boss that they killed? Because I'm going just off one of the names. The Krakaren that with
Oh
the
yeah,
giant
like
tentacles,
Karen. Yeah.
because she was a Karen.
She was a Karen. What a
What a
perfect
Kraken.
name. Yeah, exactly. A crack Karen.
I think the one who had the dog fighting ring.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was glad to see
yeah.
die.
hmm
I yes, that one was good. Let's see. Oh, and then they were having an issue with the contestants not using the bathrooms.
Oh
So
my gosh.
there was a giant
People are
issue
so
with
gross.
that, and you were penalized by being killed
Yep.
by a monster. So one of the old guys decides to pee on the dungeon walls, and they're like, "Oh no!" And then out comes this rage elemental and kills them, and one of the nurse aides that was with them.
Yes.
By then in the book, I was sad.
Why?
This book was hard to read. It was sad because I don't want to read a book that reminds me of how shitty human beings can be. And I really like part of my frustration with Hunger Games is like I don't I don't like that like apocalyptic end of world stuff. And at that point in the book, it started with all of the people on Earth and you're down to like under 1 million. And like that was weighing on me. And it was a part of the book by then too. Like Carl's humanity was weighing on him too. And I was like,
Yeah.
this is depressing.
Well, I mean, in the book, right? Like, there's a couple themes, right? That like Carl continues to repeat to himself, like at least through the series, even that you'll hear, and it's like, "You will not break me," is like one of the things that he says often, and then his other tagline, of course, is "God damn it, donut."
Yeah.
But um, the the whole thing of like you will not break me with the human element of that is there is good humans and bad humans in this dungeon, right? There are people that are there to help each other.
Yeah.
There's people that aren't, right? And one of the things that Carl does consistently, and those people like with the from the nursing home, they're taking care of the other fellow humans. And I think that that's something that you see through this book is that, right? Like, would that actually happen in real life? And I think if this did ever play out, it would, right? There would be bad people, but there would also be people people would band together at the end. Like, same as if when you're watching like Walking Dead or these other like any of
Yeah.
these post-apocalyptic things that I know that Amity does not like, but there is a good message in there too, which is that people are in it for people for the most part, right? The majority of people are in it for each other, right? And for the human good. So,
But I have always said if the zombie apocalypse happens, I hope I'm a zombie pretty early on. I don't hope to survive. I don't have it in me. I don't want it.
hmm, I don't know.
So I guess we'll start off with a question. Should this exact scenario happen on our world, would you go down the stairs?
Probably. If my option is to figure out how to like farm my whole life with nothing, I have red hair. I'm getting sunburnt day 3 so badly. Like I'm probably like, okay, let's go in. Once I go in, I can try and figure something out. I probably do go in. I regret it,
Yeah.
but I go in.
You're
So one
you're one of
thing,
the 3 million dead within the first before the
So I think
sequel.
I think I fight and I end up hating myself. And I'm sure I die at some point because I don't really have like special skills. Especially if I had no shoes on, forget it.
Hmm.
I honestly think I would wish that I was just in the collapse and
Yeah, that's my preferred place to be in this.
yeah,
1,000%.
yeah, just blissfully unaware
Hmm.
and dead.
I don't think I would go down.
I'm so sorry, but like I don't know how to fight.
Yeah, I don't like.
I'm not that scrappy.
My dog would probably be the worst companion ever since he sleeps 99% of the day.
Mine would try and just make friends with everyone
Yeah.
somehow. It'd be fine.
Porter would somehow like find me down there.
Oh, and she's like, hey, stop! Can you rub my belly?
Which dog would you guys take?
Ooh,
Mando.
definitely.
Yeah, you got to take Mando.
Yeah,
Like
not a
not
hard
even.
question.
But like, why don't you take all three? You don't
Good
take all
point.
three
That girl
dogs?
took 2 dogs.
Yeah.
But they were
I
also
would take all 3, but to be fair, so
Even
if this,
CMR, right, has the 2 dogs.
yeah, you know all the characters. We're so proud of you. Um, to be fair, like the blonde boys sleep upstairs with the girls, and Mando sleeps with us. So if this were to happen at 2 a.m. and there were a dog I would have had to have taken outside, it's Mando.
Yeah.
Good point.
Hmm.
But yeah,
So,
no, honestly, and I think not that I would leave the blonde boys out in the world, but
but would it be the nicest thing because they wouldn't make it anyway?
they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
Ma Max has had a lot of health issues.
Right?
Max would eat something down there.
Right. Max would immediately need stomach surgery. That would be the end of that.
Max
Yeah.
would be like, this llama had meth.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you were reading the book and you are like, okay, there's 18 levels and we're getting halfway through and I'm still on level 1. Where did you think the first book was going to end initially? Because Dan and I were like, I think it's going to end when they get to the 3rd level, was what we had guessed, which was correct. But did anyone have a different guess?
I hoped it was just level 1.
I was actually not sure. I kind of was just like listening and just seeing where it would
Yeah.
end up. There were so many like side parts too, like with the, interviews and stuff like that. So
I know I had texted this to Lauren earlier. I think I felt like it was very repetitive and also a lot was happening all at the same time.
Yes.
yeah.
100%. There was so much detail, but
Yeah.
so much repetitive detail that like kind of mattered, but like
It did.
I don't need 3 pages of you unwrapping another set of boxes.
Achievement.
Like, right. Well, and of course I'm just reading it, so it's just my voice getting more and more agitated.
Brian, on book 7, what level are they on?
They are on
Here,
level.
wait. Oh, there you go.
Oh, they're on level
Okay.
10.
Okay, okay.
Wait, they're only on level 10?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
I
think.
have another question, but I don't know if Lauren wants to hear it.
Okay. They're plugged. Go.
Does the girlfriend ever show up? I'm so curious.
She does.
Okay, I had a feeling she was because they mentioned her a lot, and so like I was like, okay, when is she showing up?
Yeah. So there'll be a time in the series that like that is a very important plot point. There
Interesting.
and like there's a lot that comes back. And that's part of too like the items and all the things that they're opening. There's a lot of puzzles, right? Like in the dungeon
Yeah.
and stuff like that that they're like trying to solve or to get through. So that's part of the fun to me is like, okay, you think about the different items that they have and what would you do? How would you get through this? Um,
You do like to consume content that way. Like Brian is the type of person who will pause a movie and be like, "Oh, what do you think that means?" And I'm the type of person who picks up the remote and hits play and be like, "Let's just find out."
TJ's very similar. He'll be like, okay, that's like foreshadowing. And so
exactly. Yeah.
that's what I was saying. They mentioned the girlfriend so much, Beatrice, that I was like, she must come later in the book. So I was just curious if she shows up. Does she show up with the boyfriend?
I can't give anything away. I think that
Okay.
it's important that if you were intrigued enough by Matt Dinniman's writing and the audiobook here, that you continue forward on the audiobook and have something to listen to in your car.
Dan and I will be continuing.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Very excited.
again, it is a fun, easy series, in my opinion, to listen to, especially. And then also just to read, like when I was in waiting rooms or anything else. Because again, once you get the voices in your head, they're there, right? It's the
Yeah.
same like when you saw Harry Potter for the first time as a movie, it like changed your visual representation, or at least mine. Like when I reread the books, I now see Emma Watson as Hermione Granger,
Yeah, yeah,
whether I
but
want to or not.
mhm.
That's who it looks like in my brain. And so it's the same when I read these things, I can hear Carl or I can hear Amani, right? Like who was one of the nurses, right, from the nursing home. And what's even more interesting is as they get further, they're the type of person or individual that they are impacts um, how they grow as a crawler, right? So like a Amani, a person who is a natural caregiver, right? Is a class that naturally then buffs other people or heals other people, like heals the sick, etc. So that's the type of thing that she would do, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's all that's all interesting to me, but I won't give away
Yeah, too
any
much.
more about Beatrice.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, I was like, they mentioned her a lot, and like when they were doing the last talk show, they had the surprise guest, and Carl like thought like, is it Beatrice? And and he knew who it was it right away. So I was like, okay, she's coming up eventually. So
Okay, I have to ask this. This is one of the questions that you had, Amity. So, AI's obsessions. How much of the dungeon is dictated by the AI's emergent and foot-obsessed personality versus the Borant Corporation's programming? So, we didn't bring up the foot fetish, um, which Carl swiftly loses his two small Crocs and goes into the dungeon barefoot and is killing lots of things with his bare feet. And you get the AI voice come over, and it is like I'm imagining like a creepy dude with a beer gut that hasn't showered in a week and is just obsessed with feet watching this. And it's like heavy breathing in the audiobook. But it's very entertaining. Carl ends up getting a magical pedicure kit. So I'm excited, Brian, to see where the foot fetish goes. Does it
How
get
much do you, as someone who's constantly barefoot, now imagine your feet as impenetrable as Carl's.
I so yeah, I might have ended up barefoot in the dungeon as well. So like I understood how he got there, right? Like I was like, okay, yeah. Now the AI having a foot fetish is honestly just a little bit hilarious for a couple reasons. Like one, I don't understand a foot fetish ever. Like I've never like it's one of those things like that people talk about, and I'm like, how is that even a thing? Right? Like how can anybody make money selling pictures of their feet squishing cake? But um, it is also just funny to me that that's the choice that they gave the AI. Now, did that get shaped by the Borant Corporation or the AI itself? I like to think it was shaped by the AI itself because it's learned and it's moved forward, and we are in the age of AI on how things are going to move forward and learn, and it will happen in that way, which will make it even more hilarious, like as it goes. So the AI, I think, controls the what happens in the dungeon to a degree. The Borant Corporation designed the levels, but that's it. Like the AI then executes everything else.
Brian, another question for you. So, first impression versus reread. What is one detail from book one that seemed like a throwaway joke the first time, but now feels like massive foreshadowing for the rest of the series?
Hmm. Again, like there's a lot that in book one that gets set up that goes through book three, four, etc. Um, the foot fetish being one of them, right? Like you're going to continue with bare feet or things about feet throughout the series, right? And I think that's something that you'll see. But you mentioned Beatrice, like you mentioned even um, oh, now their names are going to escape me, but the two evil crawlers, like at the
Frank Q.
Oh,
Frank
yeah,
and
Frank and
Frank
Maggie.
Maggie.
Q, yeah, and Maggie. Like they'll be throughout
Can we
much of the
pause and
series.
talk about them for a second?
Yeah.
Didn't one of them say that their like mentor person, their Mordecai, told them that's how you gain experience?
Was killing your
Was
own
Killing
by
child.
crawlers. Yeah.
killing crawlers. Yeah.
Oh,
Is
oh. So that means there are like people teaching them to
Then
do bad things. But you can also say no to that.
you can, but if it's that or survive,
yeah.
True.
Yeah, they're
like are they just products of, do you think, especially the fact, so again, I don't like books that make me think and feel this way, but especially going back to the fact that like they killed their daughter and they had spared her from having to do the killing. I feel like they inevitably had wanted her to not, because they knew it was wrong.
yeah.
But also, like, if that's the only way to survive,
Well, and I think when Carl is talking to Maggie, not talking, they're kind of like screaming at each other about the whole situation. Maggie kind of is like, I don't know if she like said this, but she was like, I had no choice. I had to do it.
right? I didn't know there was another way.
Yeah, like, and Carl's is like, she would have survived. She would have survived. And Maggie's like, no, like, it had to be done, sort of
It's
thing.
humans are um adaptable, right? Like in that sense where we will do what we have to do in like I was saying to survive. So you're
Yeah.
right. Like if somebody tells you this is how you play the game or this is what you have to do and that's what you know, that will that impact how you go through the dungeon? I think it could, right? Or did in that case for them. But the other thing that I think that, and again, Amity, I know that it sounds at least like you didn't really enjoy the book. Um,
We'll find out.
so you may not read more of it, but
Ew.
if you did read more of it, one of the other things that I see is they have expectations of what happens on each level, right? I think Mordecai even talks about how many of a native species would be eliminated, like percentage wise
Hmm.
from level to level. as they go through it.
But no, they were talking about how the pace of the game.
Yeah, the pace of the game and like how a lot of species don't even make it past like level 6 or those type of things. So you
Yeah.
could lose millions or billions of a native species. And as you go deeper into the series, um, it there are actually the humans wind up beating the odds, right, of a lot of the levels, right? In the sense that like more people will survive than you would expect. Now
Yeah.
there's mass death, right? Like in this book, which is the one thing that I think is I would give as a criticism. Like I don't love just like mass death for shock value, and I feel like
Mhm.
Matt Dinniman used that a lot in this. Like he opened the book with it, like you said, like hey, everybody died and somebody's head got chopped off that was inside. Like
It was, it did get my attention and I was hooked.
Yeah.
yeah, and for Amity, she like closed it and was like, well, that's enough of that. I don't need to keep reading this book. So but anyway, that's some thoughts, right, in general.
So the other thing that really got me at like a certain point in the book, and I want to say it was around when Carl was chatting with Frank and Maggie, and he talked about because they had the clothes of the people. So they
Yeah.
looted the corpses. And I've played these RPG games with you, and looting is clicking, and then you just have the stuff. But in this case, you have to like physically loot the stuff. And that so once like that was pointed out to me, it's like, yeah, you have to like really touch it, really undress them, and all, like that then every time they were looting something like that broke me a little bit every time. And they do it a lot because they kill a lot of things. Like it was one of
I
those.
think, yeah, I think Amity doesn't realize, not realize, but this is like fantasy. So it's not really like us, but like sometimes when we read these books, we try to connect with the characters, and Amity's like, I cannot connect.
I don't want to connect. Well, because you know
I
what
don't
it
want to
reminded me
connect.
of?
I can't connect.
I read this, I read a lot of this book while I was at a like in Florida for a work trip. So I'm at work where the lab is. And you know, Lauren, you'll probably know, like when you have to do cadaver labs and things, and normally it's like whatever. And then every once in a while they have like cute painted nails or
Hmm.
like a tattoo or something that you're like,
That
this was
humanizes them.
this was
Yeah.
a human, this was someone who like, and then you start to like how old do you think this person was? Did they expect to die? Was this a surprise die? Like and then you start to think about it. And then it's hard for me to back out of that once I'm there. And I don't even get to do the cadaver labs. I just walk by them. So like that was another moment for me where I like it didn't
There
you
is,
get that
I mean,
you
there's
get
a
like
lot of human emotion in
top
the
of your
book.
stomach,
Yeah.
uncomfortable. I don't, I don't like, I don't like how I feel.
Like me watching The Pit.
The
This
pit,
is
it's right,
Yeah.
it's right here. This is the pit.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Yeah. Amity, did you read Hunger Games?
I did.
Okay, and did you read all of them?
I read the three main ones, like all of
Okay.
the prequels and everything. I did not read, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
didn't like it. And you know what? Like ironic given the state of our country. Um, but I was like, this could never happen in North America. Like we would never, this could ne not America, not USA. We would never, um, like 17-year-old Amity and whatever. Now I think we maybe could, and that's awful. Um, but I'll do everything I can to make sure we don't. But I felt like this is one of those genres where like I've never liked it.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
But I mean, this to again, when you step back and know that it's like a fantasy book and all the things that go into it, like
Yeah.
even you talked about how when they entered the dungeon and they got to a guild hall, right, and they talked to, they got a manager, right, Mordecai,
Yeah.
Mhm.
as a person that would help them, and you talked about Mordecai in this book. He was a rat man, right? And me, as almost 40-year-old me, is like, hey, it's Splinter. right? Like from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah,
Like I'm
That
like,
was
the
what I
first thing
pictured.
I thought.
That is what I
like
pictured.
there is no doubt, like that was exactly what was in my head was Splinter, and like, but they also humanize him even as a rat man, like because he was a former crawler, and he talks about that, right?
Yeah.
All the like what went through it. And so he then working in the dungeon or on this show, like his only goal like is to keep staying alive, even though so much of it in his life is dead and sad, right? Like
Yeah. He
where
has to get them to a certain level, right? He has to get them to 7 or 8.
where
And then
he
he gets something out of it.
And
where
then
he
he
gets
gets
a
something out of it.
reward, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Because
To kind
again,
of be
this
like free or something.
yeah, the whole thing is a show, right? Like, so that's what you have to remember is like that. And these people that are participating are either made up by the AI or they're real people that were once in the same
Whether made up
situation.
by the AI or trapped by the AI
That's right.
system. Yeah.
Either made up by the AI or trapped by the universe into the show, like almost like slaves, right?
Yeah.
In this show. So,
I did enjoy the part where they got to watch like the episodes.
oh, the recaps, yeah, the
They do the
episode recaps.
recap of it.
Hmm.
Um,
Donut was very concerned with getting on the shows, which they ended up making it onto most recaps and
yeah,
guest
the
starring
first
on
time like they didn't even
Talk
show,
Show.
and she got so upset.
So pissed.
Well,
So
again, like I say, she's the protagonist, but she's also she's a show cat, right? She knows
yeah,
when they go on those talk shows, right? Like she's like, "Leave it to me, Carl." Like with,
yeah. Except for the last one
like
with
I've
the
got it.
maestro. With the maestro, he was like, "No, I got this one."
Yeah,
Glug, glug, glug,
Look,
glug.
glurp, glurp.
blurp,
Yeah,
Blurp,
blurp.
blurp,
yeah.
blurp. Oh
Wait,
my
you just
God.
need the audiobook for that, which is
Oh
like
my.
hilarious. I think that's where I wasn't like, like I would listen and I really like when I read, I like literally put myself into the book and it's like a movie playing. So like with this one, I would do that and then something ridiculous would happen. Like the lady would like take her legs off or something. It's like, and then she removed her legs and the like being came out and I was like, okay, never mind. This is like way
I can't put myself in there.
yeah, exactly. Like this is not
I'm just
happening.
overhead watching.
Yeah, exactly.
But the visuals are good, right? Like,
Yeah.
you guys, like, you talk about his, like, even when the AI talks about his feet or like the boxers with heart pattern on them, right?
So
And
do you think Matt Dinniman has a has a foot fetish? Or do you think someone Matt Dinniman doesn't like a lot has a foot fetish?
I
And
was curious, when did this book get written? Because I wonder if it was
21?
written during that, what's that website where everybody puts their feet on? Like
OnlyFans?
yes, where like that became popular. So I was
Um,
curious if it was just like him being satirical, like
hmm.
The whole book read like someone
was
dared
like
the guy
making
to
fun of
take a Mad Libs and be like, "You won't make this a whole book series." And he's like, "Well,
yeah.
I don't
so
know.
the first book
I
was
lost this fantasy
released,
football thing and I'm gonna make money on it or whatever."
Yeah.
first book was released October 2020. And then the second was January 21. He was busy during COVID.
Was he busy or was he doing a normal amount of stuff, but he was home? So
Yeah.
Good point.
When did the what's it called, the website where people put their feet on became
I'm
popular?
not sure I want to Google it.
Brian will ask ChatGPT, don't worry.
Yeah. Because I feel like I thought it was more satirical than
But
it
what are you
was.
doing?
Oh,
It's like
Not making
absolutely.
he was like,
satirical.
yeah, he
I
was like
just
making
X
fun of
out of
it.
it.
Not that he had an actual foot fetish. He was just kind of making fun of because that was huge.
Brian, the next book is May 12th.
See, I know it was March or May.
Yeah. You
I was
got the M correct.
Okay. All right, so Brian, we have some rapid fire outro questions for you. Are you
okay.
ready? Boxers or heart pattern silk? Which is Carl's preference?
What,
Like a regular cotton boxer or like a heart pattern silk?
I mean, a heart pattern silk if it's going to be like for sleeping, I think. Yeah, so it was nighttime. Heart pattern silk.
Okay, most important crawler from book one, besides Carl and Donut.
Um, I'll go Amani.
Best new achievement from book one. What's the funniest one?
New achievement.
I don't remember like any achievements specifically. I remember there was like when they killed the hoarder, there was one like you monster, but I don't remember what the whole thing was. And then they got a Mongoliensis as well named Mongo, right? Or
Oh, they did get Mongo.
yeah, and
They
so
got a pet.
Oh yes, the
yeah,
chicken.
The dinosaur chicken
Chicken.
pet
I
thing.
just imagined it like Hey Hey from Moana.
Me too.
yeah,
Me too.
But he's vicious.
but he's got a beak, like or like a I don't know. He's much more raptor than
Sure,
Yeah.
I just imagined Hey Hey.
I know. Yeah, when they said chicken, that just like popped in my
It
head.
like initially said dinosaur and then it started saying chicken. So I'm like, so it's a dinosaur with feathers.
well, that's what dinosaurs were.
I know.
But anyway, Mongo, whatever that achievement was,
Okay.
that has to be it.
Who's more hated, Frank or Maggie?
I think Maggie.
Aggie.
hmm
If you
Frank was so dejected in that interview that he felt almost bad for him.
Well, he was humanized there, right?
Yeah.
Maggie was like just a terrible person, and Avant, oh, like geez, can it like what a vicious person. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, rapid fire. Keep going.
You're good. If you could give a pet enhancement pedal to any real world animal besides a cat, what would you choose?
Mando.
Mando.
So has anyone seen the new Superman movies with the flying, like the dog?
Yes.
That's what I
Crypto.
imagine Mando turning into.
Yeah.
Crypto the super dog? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She. The dog's gonna be in Supergirl.
It is.
Yeah.
It's technically her dog.
Yes. Yeah. All right,
Okay.
everybody. Favorite characters, and we can't all pick Donut.
But that's rude.
I'm just kidding.
I go first.
No, I like Carl better than Donut, full disclosure.
Yeah.
You like his feet, huh?
Me, Matt Dinniman, and the AI.
That's why she married you, Brian. You like to go barefoot.
This is why I go barefoot around here, just so you know. Like,
I really
Turn the
enjoyed-
camera off real fast, ladies.
I enjoyed Mordecai.
Me too. Yeah. He has that like depression, like deep. You want to know his
Me
story.
too.
What
so
happened to his family?
the other one that from book one that I was just immediately intrigued by was Audette, right?
Oh yes.
The
Yeah.
talk show lady.
Yeah.
Who has no legs, but like got some legs from some humans and
Actually,
put them.
where's the crab costume thing?
Yes.
Yeah, but people don't know that, right? They like so that's how it is. But yeah, Audette is a very intriguing character, and how she's introduced, and again how she evolves throughout the series. But
Honestly, smart. If I had to be a famous talk show host, I would also like to do it in costume so that I could like still go to the grocery store or whatever.
I mean that's the Hannah Montana in you.
Or
Yeah.
Sia or
I want the best of both worlds.
Yeah, Sia.
With the
SIA.
yeah. Who was the lady with the cart that was crazy?
Agatha?
Agatha. So
Agatha.
like I don't know, I kind of liked her because there's got to be more there.
Oh, there's a lot.
I figured.
I mean, she's carrying it around with her.
My theory right now, you don't have to tell me if I'm right, Brian, but that she was planted there and she's part of the corporation somehow.
Gotcha.
That's my current theory. So,
I'm excited, Lauren, that at least one of three of you is going to continue on here, and I
you can also talk to Dan about it now.
Well, I didn't know that Dan read it too, so that's good. We may have to change the name of our group chat from whatever that fourth wing was about dragons to something else.
So to something
Fetish.
else. Oh, that's fantastic, Amity. So, well, overall impression. Amity, should we do you last?
Yeah.
Okay. Brian, out of 10, what would you rate this book?
Run.
Yeah.
I don't know why you said that like Stewie.
Was this book trash? Kinda. No. No. Again. I think you know what I think on this book already. I rate it like a 9.5. Right? It is. So,
Wow.
Whoa.
it's fun. It's wacky. It has great story to it, and it continues. So it's built a world, and more than just characters. It's something that can continue. So I really like it.
Steph, what are you going with?
I'll give it a 7.5 because I was very interested in it. Do I think I'll read the rest of the series? No. But will I spark note it or ask ChatGPT to tell me what happens? Probably. If it was a movie, I think I would watch it.
I'm gonna go with 8. And also on that note, who made Family Guy?
Seth
Seth
MacFarlane.
MacFarlane is looking into producing this
Ooh.
into a show.
Really?
Yes.
Like
Per Dan,
as a cartoon or as
I
a
don't know.
live action?
I don't know. This is coming from Dan, so I did not read this directly. It is
I
hearsay.
thought actually that the original like audiobook guy was the guy from a Seth MacFarlane series, but like then it wasn't.
Yeah. He could do
F
it.
something.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's written by Chris Yost, who did The Mandalorian.
What is written by?
The show. The show will follow Carl and his cat Princess Donut as they fight for survival. Yeah.
So it's
The
real.
project is in early development, having been picked up in the late 2024. It will be a live action series.
Absolutely. I'm gonna watch the hell out of this.
Damn right.
Fuzzy Door Production, which is Seth MacFarlane, and Universal are producing.
Excellent.
Universal, do you think?
That means I can go to a Universal land.
I was gonna say Epic Universe.
Epic Universe, exactly.
You have to go down the stairs.
Oh
Yeah.
my
What a
gosh.
good Halloween Horror Night theme.
Oh, it'd be so good. Every dungeon is a like
Every house is a dungeon.
house is
Yeah.
a dungeon. Oh my God, it'd be
The
so good.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Crawler things could be everywhere. I'm not going, but it's a good idea.
Amy will help make it though.
Amity, what are you rating this book?
I'm giving it a 6. A solid 3 stars. I can appreciate that it is for some people, but it's not for me.
Honestly, a 6 is 3 higher than I thought you would have ranked this book.
I'm telling you, last night I was in the room, all the guys that were there, I just said when he asked me what I read, they all like turned around and were like, "Oh, we heard it so good. We're listening to it right now," or "I read it too." And so
It's been all my reels and stuff too.
I know.
Keep sending some to Brian.
The algorithm got us.
There's like my friend Tim read this book and like he'll send me like there's people with bumper stickers or like window stickers about like it was just like God damn it donut.
oh,
I know. It's so funny.
So
Like I said, I can appreciate that like this had a lot of the makings of the beginning of a good series, a compelling story, a main character you're like actually rooting for. Like I really am rooting for Carl and for Donut, but like the whole concept is something I don't enjoy. But that was the purpose of this like book branch out.
yeah.
Like we would never have picked this on our own.
So thank you,
Oh,
Brian.
yes, yeah.
you're
Yeah.
welcome. Yeah.
It's not this. There was
Do I
no.
hear it from me too? Sorry. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah. You're welcome.
He looked at me expectantly. Like, did you hear that?
See, I can do something right, Amity.
Yeah, we exited our sports romance novels.
We did a sharp left turn.
We did. And now we're shifting ahead to the next book.
So next book, we're gonna go into some historical fiction, which I haven't read a historical fiction in I don't even know how long.
The closest thing we've done is
Rebecca
the
Yarros
Yarros.
book.
Yeah.
The better one.
Yeah.
I love
Or
historical
the things
fiction.
we leave unfinished.
Things we live
Oh, yeah.
in. Yeah. I love historical fiction. Like one of my favorite books is The Nightingale.
I still haven't read that.
I've also not read The Nightingale, but I do enjoy historical fiction normally. So
It's a very long book.
Yeah, that's my hesitation is it's long. Which
you-
I don't know.
I did not look into that before I helped us pick this. So sorry.
No, not this one, The Nightingale.
Oh, okay.
Is really long. But if you guys are ever on like
This one's got the audio version on KU. For
Yes, it does.
There you
It is
go.
525 pages. Oh well.
Okay.
But it'll be a good we'll go from sci-fi to historical fiction.
There we go.
We're
Oh,
gonna
and the book is called.
Yeah, Beneath a Scarlet Sky by Mark Sullivan. So
So we'll
That's our-
thank you for that on the next episode. Brian, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think I might skip that one, but I hope that you guys enjoy that
You
one.
have an open invitation anytime you want to join.
yes.
I appreciate it.
You're
Yeah.
a great guest. All right. Well, and to all of you, thanks for listening to our reviews, rants, and ramblings. Remember, if you also read this book and you review it on Amazon or Goodreads, or I guess make a reel about it, please include that Schmindel Limited sent you and Brian and Kevin. Thanks, Kevin Ryan. And if you wouldn't mind a quick review on your podcast platform, we would be forever grateful. Have a great week-ish, and we can't wait to read, review, rant, and ramble about the next book with you. Bye.